WWE Super Showdown takes place this weekend live on the WWE Network. There are 10 matches on the card, and I've got predictions for all of them right after this.
ProWrestlingSheet.com.
I love doing that. It's my new favorite joy. Yes, Super Showdown takes place this weekend. I'm going to try and jump through all these predictions as fast as possible because, like I said, there are 10 matches. So let's get into the first one. Becky Lynch versus Charlotte Flair. Now, this isn't in order of when they're going to appear on the show. I imagine this will be much later in the card, but I have this on my list first. All right, now, as far as the prediction is concerned, I got to go with Becky Lynch here. She's getting the push. She's the hottest thing on Smackdown Live right now. She's one of the most entertaining things in the company. People are loving heel-ish Becky Lynch, so I have a very hard time believing that she's going to lose the title here. I think that she's going to retain here. I have a feeling she'll retain at Evolution, and my hope of hopes is that we get Ronda Rousey versus Becky Lynch at Survivor Series. So my pick, Becky Lynch. Next up, Asuka and Naomi versus the Iconics. Now, I know the Iconics are the hometown wrestlers here, but like we know as wrestling fans, the hometown person doesn't always win the match. So my pick for this one, I'm going with Asuka and Naomi. I know that, you know, the Iconics are getting a big push right now, but I have a hard time believing that they're going to put them over Asuka and Naomi, who are two hugely popular wrestlers on the roster right now. One's a former champion, one's a former NXT champion. I just think that I feel like there's one Australian act who's going over on this card, and I don't believe it to be the Iconics. So like I said, Asuka and Naomi is my pick for this one. As far as the Aussie who I do think is going to win on this card, that's Buddy Murphy. Buddy Murphy versus Cedric Alexander for the Cruiserweight title. I think that Buddy's been killing it since he got brought on to 205 Live. And even though Cedric Alexander has been doing a great job as champion, I think I read a stat online this week that said he hasn't lost in like 365 days, which is a pretty staggering number. That's why I think Buddy Murphy wins here. Gets a huge win in his hometown. It's a big moment for 205 Live, and I think Cedric will get the title back pretty soon as well. So for this one, yeah, I'm going with Buddy Murphy winning the Cruiserweight Championship. Next up, New Day versus The Bar. Now, New Day recently became 5-time champions, and I just don't think that they're going to have them lose the title this quickly. Yes, The Bar have been killing it since coming back. Yes, The Bar are incredibly entertaining. Yes, I would have absolutely no problem if they did win the tag team titles here. I just knowing WWE, I feel like they're going to stretch this out a little bit longer. And in my opinion, the New Day are going to retain in what will probably be an incredibly entertaining match. Okay, next on my list here, I've got AJ Styles versus Samoa Joe. In my opinion, this has been one of the most well-built matches on the card. These guys have been killing it. Their feud has gotten so personal. It's like a legit blood feud right now. And while it's not going to be a buried alive match as people thought it was after AJ's promo on Smackdown Live this week, the fact that it's going to be no count out, no disqualification makes you think that we're going to see something crazy here, something special, something out of the ordinary. So I am very much looking forward to this match, much more than almost every other match on the card. I think that AJ and Samoa Joe are on another level right now, and we already know how well they work together. This, to me, I feel like is going to be one of the best feuds, one of the best matches of their current feud, but I'm still sticking with AJ Styles. AJ Styles is my prediction here. I think with WWE 2K19 coming out, they're not going to have him lose the championship until the game's officially released, it's been reviewed, and it's in people's systems. So I'm sticking with AJ Styles as my pick. Next up, it's the Bella Twins and Ronda Rousey versus the Riot Squad. Now, this went from being a match that I don't think most people cared about to being a match that is going to have a lot of eyes on it because of what happened with Brie Bella and Liv Morgan when Liv Morgan got kicked in the face by accident and suffered a concussion. Now, there were reports that Liv Morgan has been cleared. I've been working on it, been trying to find out if that's accurate. Haven't gotten an answer back yet. But if she is, we have to see a moment between Brie and live in the ring for at least for a minute. This is professional wrestling. They got to play off of it a little bit. Regardless, I'm going with the Bella Twins and Ronda Rousey. I mean, the Bella Twins and Ronda Rousey are huge names. They're two of the biggest, female names in the company right now. And as much as I love the Riot Squad, as much as they're on the rise, I just don't think that they're gonna go over huge names like Ronda Rousey and the Bella Twins. I also, if the rumors are true about Ronda Rousey versus Nikki Bella at Evolution, this has to lead into that. So my guess is the Bella Twins, Ronda Rousey wins. Something happens during the match, either before, during, or after, that leads to Nikki versus Ronda at Evolution. Okay, we also got The Shield versus Braun Strowman, Dolph Ziggler, and Drew McIntyre. Now, this has been the focus of Raw for a while now. It's been very hyped. It's been very pushed. I don't know if people are enjoying it as much as WWE wants them to, but regardless, I think we're gonna get a good match. All these guys, they always deliver. These guys, all 6 of these guys, they don't really they're not having bad matches. I know people, talk crap on Roman Reigns, but he's not typically having bad matches. I know that not everyone is necessarily into him as being the face of the company, but I think, to say he has bad matches would be incorrect. My prediction, however, is The Shield. The Shield is a dominant faction. The Shield are the 3 top stars on the show. I just don't think that they're going to have Braun Strowman, Dolph Ziggler, and Drew McIntyre go over them. I stated on the Smackdown recap show that we do every week that I think, maybe not I think, but my prediction going forward is that we're going to see the implosion of the Shield again. So because of that, I think that the Shield has to win this match, and then I also think that we're going to have Braun Strowman disband with Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre and maybe feud with them. So I could see this kind of playing into all of that. So that's why my final prediction here is the Shield going over Braun Strowman, Dolph Ziggler, and Drew McIntyre. One of the other matches here on the card is Daniel Bryan versus The Miz. Now, the winner of this match becomes the #1 contender for the WWE Championship. Now, I think a lot of people want Daniel Bryan to win here. He lost to Shelton Benjamin on SmackDown this week, so I think people are thinking this is like to trick you into thinking that he's going to lose this weekend as well. But I think he is going to lose this weekend as well. I think that they have to play into the redemption story, and in order to do that, he's got to lose here. Miz wins. Miz is the one who ends up beating AJ Styles for the WWE Championship. He has a reign that lasts till WrestleMania. Daniel Bryan wins the Royal Rumble, and we get Daniel Bryan versus Miz at WrestleMania for the WWE Championship. Now, this is just me and my fantasy booking here, but I think that the smart money has to be on that. So because of that, I'm going for my final prediction as The Miz. All right, second to last match on the card, Bobby Lashley and John Cena versus Elias and Kevin Owens. John Cena's John Cena. We haven't seen him in a while, no pun intended, although it did work really well right there. We haven't seen him for a while, and he's got this new look, he's got this new move, he's shredded in a different way. Because of that, I think that the easy money has to be on John Cena here. John Cena and Lashley have to be the one defeating Elias and Kevin Owens. It just doesn't make sense otherwise. I mean, I know that Elias and Kevin Owens, could use the rub a little more, maybe, I guess. But come on, John Cena's John Cena. We haven't seen him in a long time. It's a special event in Australia, huge, giant crowd. I just don't see Vince McMahon having him lose, especially with Bobby Lashley and Lio Rush being such a focus on Raw right now and an entertaining part of the show. So, yeah, I think you got to go with John Cena and Bobby Lashley here. Okay. Last thing on the card, the main event. Well, what I'm assuming this will be the main event. Triple H with Shawn Michaels in his corner versus The Undertaker with Kane in his corner. Now, if the rumors are true, and obviously the rumors seem like they're going to be true, but if the rumors are true and Shawn Michaels is going to be coming back to the ring at Crown Jewel alongside Triple H, DX versus the Brothers of Destruction, I think in my head, you're like, how do you book this to get there? And my guess is that Triple H wins this match with interference from Shawn Michaels. Pisses off the Undertaker. Undertaker and Kane want revenge. The challenge gets laid down for Crown Jewel. So because of that, I think we got to go with Triple H here. I know that, Undertaker is only around so often, but Shawn Michaels coming back to the ring is a big deal. Has to be done in the right way to a certain degree. And I think that obviously it has to get set up here. I don't think if it's done the other way, it makes as much sense. So that's why I'm sticking with my final pick. Final prediction, Triple H defeating The Undertaker with help from Shawn Michaels. All right, that's it from me. I'm done here, but I want to hear from all of you guys. Hit us up in the comments. Tell us who you think are going to win at WWE Super Showdown. If you don't want to hit us up here, go to social media. It's at Wrestling Sheet, at Ryan Satin. You can hit me up. You can hit up the website, whichever you like. Hit us both up. Follow us there as well. Helps out a lot. Also, if you're here watching this on video, which I know you are, go to the subscribe button down there. It's right over there. Just click it real quick. It helps me out a lot, helps keep the lights on here. It helps us stay in business. So please like, share, subscribe, comment, all that kind of stuff. It helps us out a lot. Okay, that's it. I'm done. Officially tapping out for now. Until next time, stay out of the dirt and keep your eye on the sheet.
ProWrestlingSheet.com